Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And that gets things running. Dembele.
Oh, great feat, that.
Showing great feet there. Fabian Ruiz. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, stats-wise, Peter, Maguire is one of the very best English defenders in recent years. A real presence in both boxes, we know. And he generally likes to keep things quite simple. Not the type to be tested unless he gets a little overconfident or a little complacent on the ball.
Okay, interesting. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes is in a really good position out wide. And that should get the job done. Diogo Dalot. Played back. It's a mighty effort!
Ah, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Spread it left. He has found the way through. Great ball if he can get there. That's a throw. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Lovely bit of skill. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, he's hit one! Oh, this looks sharp. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Nuno Mendes. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And here's Dembele. And that is expertly dealt with.
Manchester United really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Oh, it's Dembele. Martinez. And Garnacho. And here's Dembele. Casemiro. Garnacho. Ugarte. Martinez. Garnacho, foot in, to Martinez, Casemiro. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. Bruno Fernandes. Fabian Ruiz. Maguire getting this one clear. Fabian Ruiz is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
It's a pretty loose pass. Diogo Dalot. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, well played, well played. 5 minutes till the break. Fabian, he's got the shot away! Superb goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal time.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Vitinha looks to clip it forward. Paris Saint-Germain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Doué! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Paris Saint-Germain come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we are back on the way.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Doué! Doué! They've scored! 2 to the good! They have breathing space!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think, it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And they've got a throw. Pinches it off him. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Doué. Not the most accurate pass. Casemiro. Doué does really well to win the ball there.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Ugarte to Bruno Fernandes. Ball's gone out of play. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 7. Pour le remplacer.
That's good play.
Le numéro 29.
Fabian Ruiz. He's having a go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Shaw. Mount. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, he's found support out wide. Fabian Ruiz. Look at the space here. Doué! And that is wildly off target. Shaw. And here's Dembele. Maguire deals with that comfortably. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bruno Fernandes. Barcola. Doué. Ugarte. And it's Casemiro. De Ligt. Diogo Dalot. Just about up to 75 minutes.
Manchester United really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Bruno Fernandes.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Dembele. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ugarte. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that's a key interception. Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. Out to the left it goes. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Barcola! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Mount. Doué. Over to the left. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
He's had a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Paris Saint-Germain really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Shaw. Mount. João Neves chips it through. And he's managed to get rid. De Ligt. And that is that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Doué, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?